The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello.
Woo! Hello everybody!
Hello!
Welcome to Unbox, the
Happy
video
Monday.
podcast. We're episode
Ewan ko.
Twenty-
Instagram video ako eh.
Second to the last ba to?
7.
15 seconds.
Sa 28. So medyo madami na pala tayo episodes, no? So today we have a very special show for you guys. Obviously we have a guest, but before we get to our guest, announce lang namin, no? We're actually going to raffle away or give Starmobile Engage TV.
Engage 7
TV.
Ba't
This one
ngayon ka lang
This one with digital TV.
With digital TV, pwede ka
manood.
manood ng ay tapos na yung NBA Finals.
Tapos
Habang
na.
nasa
Hindi, be careful with my heart naman.
Oh, be careful with my heart, di ba? So sila na ni Sir Chief, tsaka si Maya.
Si Makoy,
Diba?
be careful with my heart and be careful with my
Diba? So sila na ngayon. So pwede kayo manood. Pero awkward nun, di ba? Nagsimula siya mid, tapos never mind. Anyway, so
Alam, ikaw lang yan.
It happens more often than you think.
from experience ba yan?
Hindi,
Nung nag-dinner kami sa bahay niyo, kala mo makatingin ka doon kay...
Oy! Hindi ako mapamura eh. Mapamura na ako eh.
Hindi ka magmura! Wala tayong
Huwag kang
TRCB
ganyan.
dito.
Attention ni Mitch.
Bleep! Okay. Okay, game seryoso. So, we'll be raffling it. I will be giving it away on the show. Pero for you to win it, tatawag kayo. Mamaya na lang. Ano ba yung number natin? May number ba tayo? Mamaya babanggitin namin yung number. So, you have to listen throughout the show kasi may tatanong kaming question later on. Tapos kayo yung unang tumawag with the right answer, siya yung mananalo. We'll also be doing an exclusive Nax, di ba? First unboxing ng commercial unit ng Starmobile Diamond V3. So, this is the first commercial unit in the Philippines.
Because the one that was here last week was...
nung si Katrina, 2 weeks ago.
Was
That was still the prototype.
right?
So this is the first ever commercial unit not yet released in the Philippines. Bukas yung kanyang debut.
release.
So dito yan pinakauna. Also we'll be doing another exclusive Nax. We're exclusive tayo. Feeling TV Patrol.
Ito yung brand.
Exclusive!
Exclusive! Exclusive!
Exclusive.
Wala mo kung anong phone.
Brand.
Brand, ano? Sige.
Brand. Ay!
Anong brand?
Basta Arc Mobile. This is the Arc Mobile 450QD. So this is the 5,200 or 5,500 something peso quad-core smartphone.
There you go.
So again, this is the final prototype unit. So hindi pa to actually lumalabas sa market. So we'll be checking these gadgets out. But first up, o nga pala, bago tayo mag-start, kailangan ko sabihin, thanks to Miss Casey. Yung Instagram niya ay, tsaka Facebook is Miss Casey.
That's
And
K-A-Y-C.
Tumblr.
K-A-Y-C-E.
Thanks for what?
Thanks for our
Hair and makeup.
hair and makeup.
Hair and makeup of these two guys.
Nag-photoshoot kasi kami, tapos siya yung aming ano. So, thank you. Kung gusto niyo sa tawagan, 0917-538-6868. Am I supposed to say the number?
Yes.
Okay,
And
so-
6240955.
Kasi kung sino man stalker ang umano sa kanya, wala tayong kinalaman doon.
Talagang very professional nga sila. As we said last week, very
Yeah,
professional
yeah.
sila when it comes to makeup. Talagang
Yeah.
ibang level.
Feeling ko may maskara akong ganun sa mukha. But anyway, today we have on the show Mr. Timothy Go. Yay! Sir
Welcome,
Timothy.
teacher.
Timothy
Thank you,
is the
thank you.
business head for Juanstore.com. That's JUANSTORE.com. So baka Timothy, you can first of course greet our viewers and maybe you can tell us about
Sure.
Juanstore and the company behind it.
Hi, everybody watching the podcast, and thanks for having me today. So, onestore.com, it's one of the newest e-commerce platforms here in the country. We're backed by a digital incubator that not a lot of people may have heard of. It's called Hatch Digital. So, with Hatch Digital is basically we're the guys behind sites like Rappler.com, Ava.p. We've invested in Ava.ph, and we have a few other interesting startups like Earn Mailer, Earn Surfer, and we also have a small digital agency helping people, do well with Google AdWords and Baidu and all of these search engine SEO stuff.
Why have I never heard of this?
Ito yung secret partner sa Rappler.
Naka-disclose yung hatch.
I think we just generally haven't really gone out there and really try to be as public as some of the other incubators in the country. But we have some great people behind it. I mean, you guys have probably met Nix, Noliero, and Manny, and these guys.
Serial technopreneurs.
Yeah, and it's been great working with them to kind of take this idea that I had and we had and kind of turn it into a reality. So it's been a lot of fun, testing the waters of e-commerce and really figuring out how to make it grow.
Okay, baka you can tell us about Juanstore. What makes it different? How is it compared to the other e-commerce players?
Sure. So we're definitely not a traditional e-commerce platform, no? So right now what we're trying to do is we're putting a little bit more social media and social aspect into buying and selling products. So the idea behind it is that, when you go to a typical online store, you're basically buying off a from a retailer, third-party retailer. What we're trying to do is we're trying to put your friends selling products on Facebook, on Twitter, selling them to you. And so basically, you as a buyer, you're seeing a posting or an ad or a product being endorsed by, let's say, your brother or your best friend or your teammate in basketball or the guy that you go to the gym with or the girl that serves coffee at Starbucks or whoever you may know on your Facebook or your Twitter network. And so we feel that kind of adds a little bit of an extra push for people to kind of say, this is a good product, because one of the things that I noticed about e-commerce here is that a lot of people, they don't know what to buy or they're not so sure and they're a bit wary about buying something online because we're not sure about whether it's a good product or unless you touch it or that's a typical kind of thing that you find here in the Philippines.
Yeah, yung Filipinos, lahat gusto, pati telepono, inaamo.
Oo,
May nakikwento yun ni, di ba si Kat when she was here? She mentioned na lahat na lang daw ng pwede bago bumili, inahawakan, inaamoy, lahat daw bago bilhin. So,
yun yung mga pinapareview nila sa atin eh.
Ganon.
Yung mga namulestion.
Hindi ba, Kaya hindi nag-work
ganun din ako eh.
yung Google Nexus and di ba? Dahil it's online. Yung before, dahil online.
Kasi you can only order it on Google di ba?
Yeah, and then people really want kasi to touch the products.
Okay, so you were saying you wanted to leverage on...
Yeah, we wanted to leverage on the social media aspect. And the Philippines right now, we're top 10 Facebook users, Twitter users. I wouldn't be surprised if Instagram were top 10 and all the different social media we're like top 10. And it's amazing because obviously we're not the US, we're not some developed, first world kind of like, Western Europe, or you're talking about the US. We're talking about an emerging market, and it's exciting to see how social media has basically, taken over the Philippines. So we're trying to leverage on that, and we're also trying to leverage on the fact that we allow a lot of our members to actually resell products to help them earn money as well. So we basically, whenever a person sells a product on one store to one of their friends or their family, they actually get a commission on that. So they're earning money that they could use to buy more gadgets or more products from the store or from anywhere, or even to convert it to load. So if you want to fund your Facebook habit on your new phone from Starmobile or whatever brand, that's something you can actually do on the store.
So what happens is a user signs up and then he makes his own store.
Yeah, basically he or she becomes like a reseller for one store. So right now we have about 300 products. We're trying to add more and more to kind of reflect all the interests that people might have. So we're trying to add gadgets, obviously, because people people love gadgets and it's something that you sell online. But more than that, we're trying to find a lot of the niche stuff that people like. So we have, have games, we have novelty items, we have clothes. We're gonna cover like the whole spectrum to kind of get a nice, unique feel to the site, and people find something that's kind of for them. That they're like, this is an amazing product. I really want to sell this to my friends. I want to tell them that, this shirt, for example, is amazing, or this, pot that I've used to cook, adobo is amazing and I want to sell that to somebody. And every time that somebody buys it, they make, a small percentage, a small commission.
But is this going to be affected by yung sa BIR? Ano ba yun? Ano ba?
No, just the money that they make. I mean, the resellers that you get, the money that they make selling for you guys. Well, I guess the liability na dapat yun ng reseller himself. Kasi that makes him a self-employed individual.
Okay.
And what we definitely do is we make sure that everything we sell is 100%, genuine. We got receipts for everything. So you don't want to get people reselling for us, for example. We don't want them to get into a problem where, they're selling stolen, smuggled goods or whatever. We make sure that everything is like by the book. And that way, if there are any problems, let's say for the knock on wood, with the BIR, for any government agency, we have all the paperwork to show that we're legit. And because it's not just us on the line at the end of the day, you're kind of right. It's also, the people that are, our partners, which are like the resellers that we have right now. And we don't want them to get into trouble as well.
So it's really it's not, well, para lang malinaw sa mga nanonood, hindi siya group buying. It's not a usual e-commerce store. Basically, it allows people to pick from your sabihin natin, inventory.
Yes.
Tatayo ako ng sarili, kunyari, Carlos store. Lalagay ako doon ng mga telepono na sa tingin kong maganda. I'll put in, stuff to cook steak. Kasi I like steak.
There you go.
Tapos kung ano-ano pa ilalagay ko doon. Tapos pwede kong gawin, ito-tweet ko yun, tapos ipopost ko sa Facebook. And people can visit my page and they can buy.
Yes, that's correct. That's exactly it.
You know what I think is so great about this? Kasi people trust reviews from people they know. Rather than reviews of strangers na makikita mo.
That's why there's a social media aspect to it.
Unbox podcast.
Siyempre walang bayad yung gadget.
Ang dami mo naman gadgets
Hindi ako yung magbebenta. Pipili tayo sa inventory nila eh.
Yung example mo, meron na talaga nung Carlos store.
Oo nga.
Meron ako ng MacBook kanina, walang yan.
By the way, we're here at One Rockwell. Yung bagong MacBook Air with the hassle.
It's
Nandyan
here
na.
already? Okay,
So,
great.
normal price,
Is it on
much ba?
Mavericks already or not yet?
No, not yet. So it's still the latest. Well, what came before Mavericks?
Mountain Lion.
Mountain Lion.
Lion.
Yeah.
So,
But you can upgrade.
Yeah.
Later on. Pero it's the same price as the normal MacBook Air. So, but anyway, ano yung mga gadgets, for example, that are here? Madami-dami na rin ba?
So right now we haven't gotten. We have a lot of like the accessories. So they have cases. Some of the brands. We got OtterBox. We have this great. Some graphic designers put up this site called Punch Drunk Panda, and they have amazing cases. We have like speakers. We have battery packs for your mobile phones.
Mili?
Yes.
Jen.
Belated happy birthday, Jen.
Di ba sa
Gen Chu.
No,
it's
nag-post siya sa Instagram.
Saturday.
Ngayon ko na siya green ito.
Fail. Okay, so meron din kayo Mili. So marami naman palang brands that are good that are already here. But you mentioned you only had like 300 pa.
Yeah, we only have 300 because we've kind of looked at for really good products, right? So we don't want to sell just anything on the site. So we have people, including me and some of my the people that work with me. We kind of pick and try to find some of the best stuff out there in the market. So we're trying to make sure that when we bring stuff in, it's something that people will want and people will find interesting. Because if I'm gonna sell just everything from that's made in China and Divisoria, and you kind of like you can just go to Divisoria and buy it. But we want you to get stuff that's
hard to
find or something that we believe in, like stuff that I would use on a daily basis or stuff that you guys would probably find really interesting as well.
So anong categories ba? Ano yung pinakamarami?
So right now, we've seen a lot of traffic with the beauty products. Surprisingly,
Really?
We have a lot of stuff. Not a lot of the big brands yet, but a lot of like these small locally produced products that are, I'm a guy, so I don't know if they're better or I've heard they're better. The people that have picked it have said that it's better. To me, soap is soap, right? But I've been told that these are super great products, and I just bought a few already last week, waiting for the stuff I'm currently using to run out before I start using them. And I'm super excited, and that's some of the stuff that we're getting a lot of traction with. And obviously the gadget accessories, you can't help.
Accessories.
Yeah, so because right now we're not selling like the phones and the laptops just yet. We're trying to get them to come on board and to kind of sell with us, but definitely the accessories are definitely something. And I always feel like the accessories are a more exciting product to sell, mainly because that's where you kind of see the personality of a person.
That's true.
You know, like we can debate about Android and Apple, and you know that's great and all, or Windows 8 as well.
Oo nga, represent Windows. Parang ako lang yung
Mobile.
No,
represent. Diba?
yeah,
Meron
but
ako MacBook.
Sorry Si Ison hindi pa ako binabalikan sa request ko
Saan yung Tai Chi mo?
Ano yun, Tai Chi ba?
Hindi, may request ako sa kanya. Mamaya, usap kami.
Yung sa Ison.
Mag-usap din kayo ni Ison.
Ison is from Asus, Philippines.
Spaces, yes.
So, you sell your stuff with Juanstore.
Ano
He's
kayo?
not
Alam mo, hindi siya
complete.
kita ng viewers.
He's not complete. He look very completely sold. Put him on the spot now.
Naupo ka na dito. Okay, so anybody can open an account?
Yeah, basically anyone can open an account. You just have to log in with your Facebook account to kind of get the ball rolling, and then we pre-populate your store with some items. You come in, you pick what items you want. Maybe you don't like some of the stuff we're selling and you want to change them for other stuff on the catalog. Feel free to do that. It's super quick and super easy, and we're trying to get as much stuff on the site as possible. And
How do I cash out? Sabihin natin, minabenta na ako, I see my commissions.
Yeah, so we have two ways of cashing out, at least right now. So one is through PayPal, so we can transfer the amount to your PayPal account. So that's with a minimum of 1,000 pesos. Once you've earned that much money, you can do that. And we've also partnered with a load site. I think it's loadcentral.com. And what we do is we actually just convert it to load for you. And we're working with Dragon Pay as well to kind of allow us to actually disburse to your bank accounts. But that's something like further down the pipeline once you've kind of tested it out. Because
And the person can choose ba?
I'm sorry?
The person can choose ba kung kailan siya babayaran?
yeah. So if you want to save it up until it's 10, 20,000, you can definitely do that. No worries about that. And for some people naman, they would rather get it on a weekly basis, like via load, for example, because that's like a small amount. It depends on the person actually. But yeah.
But how about the payment channels that you can use? Credit cards or...
Yeah, we cover most of everything. So we partnered with Dragon Pay to offer online banking. We do over-the-counter in a lot of places. I think SM, LBC, 7-Eleven, stuff like that. We also do credit cards as well. The only thing we don't do is cash on delivery, which is what some other people are doing. But
very risky.
But from my experience in the past, it's
You're not into that.
Yeah, I think you want to get people to pay online first. Like that's
to get into the habit of going online.
I mean, I don't know. Like in my opinion, and maybe some people will disagree. I'm pretty sure, but for me, I want people to kind of start exhibiting the kind of behaviors and the habits that you kind of see a normal online shopping behavior. Because once you get people into it, like that's when that's when this whole industry is gonna open up like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy yung mga cash on delivery na yan. Some of the online stores I've seen, talagang meron silang delivery guy na may backpack na punong-puno ng gadgets. Tapos major meet up with a lot of the buyers. Tapos iisa-isahin niya, tapos he'll take the cash, ganun. Pag na-hold up yun, yari ka dun.
Oo nga eh. Kawawa yung hold upin kasi grabe yung bit-bit niya eh. No?
Hindi, tsaka even after niya mabenta lahat yun, dami yung perang dala.
That's true.
That's liability. Okay, but anyway, thanks Tim for
having me.
Joining us here at the show. To those who want to sign up and start selling, all they have to do is go to Juanstore.com, JUANSTORE.com. Galing mag-spell. Diba? Pinista eh.
Rehearse mo yan.
Rehearse ko kanina pa. Okay, when we get back, I will go on break, but when we get back, sunod-sunod tayo isang katerbang gadgets from Starmobile, Arc Mobile, and if we have time...
yung contest? Tama
the contest. So, tandaan nyo lahat na sinabi ni Tim. We'll probably get...
So yun ba? Okay.
Diba? Like, sino yung isa sa mga bossing partners that starts with the letter M? Parang ganun. Yung mga ganun klaseng questions, yung pamatay. So, diba, para sa mga nakinig, swerte kayo. Okay, we'll go on break. Of course, a word from our sponsors. But again, Tim, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Okay.
Awesome.
Smart. Go.
Greetings everyone, and welcome to the cyberspace, the future where the possibilities are endless. How is this, you say? Because the power of fiber optics makes anything and everything possible. And here to take us deeper into the warp speed power of this new technology is a man that truly understands the cyberspace. Head of Technology Services Division of Smart, Mr. Tamayo.
Thank you, Luis. Yes, today we will be navigating the complex world of the newest broadband internet technology. That is fiber optic power.
With that, Mr. Tamayo, let's begin our tour through cyberspace. So this fiber optic power we have been mentioning, can you give us an idea exactly what kind of technology this is?
Fiber is a literal piece of thin fiber optics, capable of transmitting data at the speed of light. This means you can connect millions of calls, send out billions of texts, and exchange trillions of bytes of data in a single second. It's like broadband internet technology on warp speed.
Wow, this is the exact light speed technology that creates endless possibilities for me on the internet. So sir, what gives Smart the advantage in fiber technology?
Well, Smart has 4 times more fiber network than any other network. We have 54,000 kilometers of next-gen fiber optics network set up all over the country. You can download, upload anything in a flash.
So every experience in action turns into just a flash with fiber power. It's literally all that data information is just zooming down a futuristic highway.
Imagine a broadband internet as one big 4-lane highway. Multiply that lanes by 4, and what do you get? That's Smart fiber technology. It's like an enormous 16-lane superhighway with only you driving. Imagine the possibilities. How fast you could go.
That's how insanely fast Smart fiber technology is.
Yes, this 4 times more fiber power is bigger than any other network. And because Smart has nationwide coverage, you can do everything in a flash, anywhere.
I can see it now, an online life without limits where I can send or receive trillions of pieces of data and information in just an instant, all made possible by a thin, tiny cord. It's mind-blowing. Thank you so much, Mr. Tamayo, for taking us through the ultra-modern and light-speed world of cyberspace. I already see and feel next generation. There it is, the most innovative and advanced internet technology from Smart, fiber optics. Join us in experiencing this cutting-edge power. Join us in cyberspace.
Okay!
I hope nakinig din sila doon kasi kasama doon yung mga itatanong natin.
Ay, kahit ako hindi. Sige. Okay, we're joined by our special guest co-host muna, of course, na lagi nandito. Dapat regular ka na eh. Si Ison.
Ison of Asus.
Of Asus. Na pag naging friend niyo siya sa Facebook, mukha pala siyang K-pop.
Yeah, he's really to
profile
that
picture niya.
Korean stuff.
And we also have a special guest co-host, si Jomar.
Jomar!
One of our viewers na dumaan. So sabi namin,
just
umupo ka na
came
sa
here.
unbox.
So, bawasan tayo ng live viewers kasi nandito siya.
Oh, -1. Okay, so game. So simula tayo. The first gadget that we have for you guys is actually not yet released locally. But it has been announced na by our friends
Am I holding it?
Nauna siya nag-guest doon from our friend sa Big Time Show.
Big Time
Di ba?
Show.
Mabait tayo, we plug others. So ano kaya ba sila every Saturday? Every Saturday ng 10. Pero minsan they start at 11 eh.
Pero huwag na kayo manood nun. Ito na lang ang panoorin.
Dapat panood sila pareho. There's
You
room.
had to choose one.
There's room for everybody.
Yeah!
Okay, Sabado, lahat tayo may mga date no?
Kaya nga on demand, pwede mo panoodin.
Okay, ba na may
Patayin kami ni Alexei niyan. Okay, game. So our first gadget is the Arc Mobile. Ano nga pa na to? Arc Mobile 450QD. So, pa-zoom in nga dyan. Ay, taka, ayusin natin yung brightness dahil ano ba ayusin brightness na to?
Nice ko na kanina, naka-bright na.
Double 2 fingers.
Ayan, pa-check nga ulit kung okay na. Ayun. So, this is the Arc Mobile 450QD. This is just the final prototype. So, this isn't actually the final
Wala pang unbox eh.
unit. Wala pang box kasi hindi natin ma-unbox kasi wala siyang box, di ba? So, yan siya, as you can see. Baka you can quickly go over the specs.
At syempre ngayon ko lang siya nakita.
Oo, di ba? So,
ang galing!
Late na dumating eh.
Ha? Sorry naman, may trabaho eh. Okay, eto may quad-core processor.
Yay!
So it's clocked at 1.2 gigahertz. And then the GPU is a Power VR SGX 544MP. And then what else? RAM though is just 512 MB. Yeah, in a way, yes. And then the internal storage is 4 gig. But there's a micro SD slot that can take up to 32 gig of micro SD cards. And then the screen measures 4.5 inches. Okay, and it's capacitive. It's QHD.
Resolution.
Yes, QHD resolution. Then there are 2 cameras. There's a VGA camera here, and then there's a 5 megapixel camera on the back.
May flash ba?
What else?
Meron.
There's flash. And then what else? It's running Android Jelly Bean 4. Ano ba ito?
4.2.2.
Ah, talaga? Latest na pala siya, 4.2.2. And then the battery is 1,800. So, yeah. So,
So there are some
1,800.
pros and cons to it.
Yeah, pero yung biggest pro niya is the price. Kasi sabi
How
nga
much may price nito?
sabi nga ni Arc Mobile, ang pangalan ni JR Nang, yung pangalan niya, nipadala niyan. Sabi niya the retail.
JR Nang?
Ba't kilala mo siya?
Kilala ko ata yan.
May history kayo?
Hindi.
Hindi. Lahat lang talaga sila magkakilala.
Oh, iniibig mo ba siya minsan?
Salamat dahil mga check ganon.
Wala ko sinabing gano'n.
Nakakatawa yung mukha niya, na-shock talaga. Parang, hindi! Hindi. Okay.
Sorry.
Yung SRP daw is below 5,800. So wala pang actual price, but it's going to be below 5,800. So siguro yung compromise dyan is pag-isipan nyo, 512 RAM, is it worth the...
5799. Joke lang.
Diba? Kaya what do you guys think? Ito, pasa-pasa natin. Ikaw, Jomar, since... Ano sa tingin mo, base sa yung initial assessment holding
Ito
it?
ay iPhone user to.
iPhone user, from an iPhone
Oo
user.
nga pala, no?
It's bigger than the screen of my 4S. Malaki ang difference.
Hindi masama yun.
Hindi masama. Yung difference siya, makikita nyo.
Oh, diba?
Sobrang
Yun.
laki. So, for the price, it's really...
Okay na siya, di ba? For 5, right?
Pero yun nga, drawback is, I guess, the RAM.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
at that
number
RAM,
one pa rin.
kung gaming, medyo may hirapan na siya.
Yeah.
Pero
Yeah.
okay naman yung GPU.
I've been noticing a trend with all these low-cost phones. 4 gigabytes of internal storage. Ibig sabihin, doon lang kasya yung apps mo.
Unless you root it. Diba? Pero not everybody knows how to do that.
Yun
Yeah.
nga, parang for me, that's... Kasi ako naka 16 gigabytes na ako sa iPhone. Ang dami ko ng apps, hindi na nagkakasya yung songs ko, ganun-ganun. So, baka problematic yan down the road.
Yeah, actually.
Pag-cloud na lang sila.
Hindi, for your storage, sige, it's okay. Pero yung apps have to be on the internal
Well, sa
memory.
bagay, yeah.
Ako ang ginagawa ko,
When it comes to
kasi
apps.
kunyari, yung Xperia Z, actually 8 gig lang to eh. Yung
Diba? That's not enough.
internal. Ang ginagawa ko, lahat ng songs tsaka media is on the SD card.
Oh.
Tapos lahat ng mga apps.
Application.
Pero alam mo yung apps ko, napakasimple lang naman eh. Parang meron ako the social networking apps.
Candy Crush.
Actually, wala akong Candy Crush.
Wala.
Yan ang mga viewers natin, mga tinik sa apps.
Meron ako Angry Grand Run. Uy, fun siya. Parang siya Temple Run, Angry Grand Run. Laruin mo siya. Sobrang nakaka-add.
Ay,
Hindi
3D
ako
pa yan
nag-
na hindi. Nakakatawa
Wala
yan.
nga eh, sobrang konti lang
Nananadyak
ng
yung
apps
tao.
ko.
Tapos meron ako feeling ko maraming gumagamit nito eh. Meron akong Game of Thrones na wiki.
Hindi ginagawa.
Kasi parang ang hirap tandaan lahat ng characters. Di ba ang dami nila eh?
Ba't hindi ka na lang mag-online? Sa
Hindi pag nanonood
desktop.
ka syempre.
Hindi,
gusto
parang
mo-
habang nanonood ka. Meron pa silang app ata, or I guess some other people are doing it, na as the show is running, pero I guess sa States yun kasi live. Parang nagkakaroon ng
Second
updates
screen
na,
apps.
itong character na to, lumabas siya sa ganitong
Dapat
episode.
gagawin yun
ano
sa
yung ginawa
TV5
niya.
eh, no?
Yung alin?
Project yun dun eh.
Game of
Oh.
With the fastest growing app right now, Despicable Me. Minion Rush.
Minion Rush? Ano siya? Parang Temple Rush?
Parang ganun. Pero may adventures din eh.
Oh, sigurado ako. Balik tayo kay Arc Mobile.
Anyway.
So,
Sorry naman.
Kaya ni Arc Mobile yan. Di ba?
I'm sure kaya yun. Naaalala ko siya dun sa first quad-core ni Cherry. Yung Thunder ba yun?
No. It was the...
No.
Ano
F
yun?
ba yung start nun? O bo?
F.
What na yun?
The Flame.
No.
Hindi, Flame was dual.
The one with 5
The
brand
F-phone.
din. Yung kasabayan ng
No, Flare. Flare is
Super
the quad
Flare.
core.
Flame 2.0.
Flame
there we go.
2.0 was quad-core.
Yes.
Nalito na ako.
Oh my God,
Doon ko siya naalala. Actually,
Kasabay ng
ano eh,
unang Omega.
doon sa mga nagrereklamo ng 512 MB na RAM, hindi naman siya HD resolution eh. 960 by 540 to eh, QHD. So I think the processor matches the screen resolution itself.
Okay.
So hindi ka naman compromise dun sa RAM.
Tsaka, then again, it's 5,000 something pesos.
Yun na nga,
diba?
no?
It's just
Yeah.
5,000
Hindi ng
plus.
presyo.
Kasi magkano ba yung Cherry Mobile na entry level, yung Flare na dual core?
3999.
3.9. So dagdagan mo na
Yes.
ng halos 1.5.
And it's a
na siya.
quad-core device.
Hindi naman 1 gig RAM yung Flare, di ba?
No, it's not.
512 rin lang.
512.
O,
At
di ba?
least the
So,
first ones that came out.
No, the flare.
Pero maganda yung build niya. Gusto ko yung
Parang siya Nexus.
yes.
Actually, yung itsura.
Actually, parang half Nexus, half HTC something.
Half Nexus, half HTC. Actually,
Yeah, kasi yung HTC, yung Google, yung Nexus One
Parang
is
Nexus One.
somehow like that. But yun
Yung
lang.
sa likod, di ba?
No. I know, no. Not the likod because this one is plastic eh. Yun.
You're so conyo.
Yes, sa likod yun.
Sorry, hindi ko matiis.
Ako din, I was supposed to say that.
Hindi ko matiis eh. Not the likod, you know?
Pero
Too superficial.
Sige, may kwento pa.
Oh, may kwento pa, Alora. What do you think of the phone? Yung may tawag-tawag.
Alora, may punas na screen.
It's so dirty. It's so smudgy. Okay.
Anyways.
Pero yung Arc Mobile. Ano pangalan? 450QD. And it retails for, no official price yet, but it sells for less than 5,800 pesos.
Sana palitan na rin yung name.
Bakit? 450QD? Actually, dalawang letters. No? Dapat isa lang eh.
Piling ko naming
Di,
convention nila.
ganun yung cloud phone, di ba? Parang
Hindi naman, kaya ang gulo,
450D,
diba?
mga ganun-ganun.
Kaya nung press ko nila, hindi ko ma-distinguish yung mga phones eh. Sa kung ano yung nahawakan na natin.
Alam mo, tama ka dyan. Ayun yung gusto ko sa, kunyari, kay Starmobile, which we'll get into a
Sa
bit.
Cherry.
Sila malinaw, di ba? Night. Sila nga sunod pa, by letter.
Yeah.
Kahit si Cherry din, may Blaze. Si Cherry, well, simple. Blaze 2. Flame 2. So, alam mo na yung susunod. Flame 3. Blaze 3. So, padami lang ng padami number. So, sana magganon sila. So, again,
Samsung Galaxy S3,
Problema
S4.
naman sa Galaxy, lahat naman ng phones nila Galaxy na ngayon.
oo nga, parang wala na yung... Di ba, the Samsung had an event. Sorry.
Yeah.
But i-wrap up muna natin to. So, again, this is the Arc Mobile 450QD. Sells...
Less than 5.8.
Yep, we'll start selling first week of July. So, abangan na lang ninyo. It's a really good entry-level quad-core phone. Kahit sabihin nga natin may 512 MB RAM na weakness, if you compare it to the budget entry phones na dual-core lang, okay na.
Kaya niya lumaban.
Kayang-kaya niya
Tsaka the
naman.
battery life, you have to
Yeah,
mention, is
1.8
very
mAh.
nice.
It's 1.8.
Diba? So, it actually looks good, Diba? Mukha siya Nexus
talaga.
Mukha siya Nexus. Lagyan nyo lang ng case. Katulad ng kinento mo kanina, pare. Mukha
Yes.
siya.
Tsaka maganda yung...
Case na lang.
Pakita mo ang S4 mo. Pakita mo yung S4 mo.
S4.
Oh, S4, aka
Tsaka
Omega
Arc Mobile.
HD
Ito,
2.0.
S4.
Buksan natin.
Tsaka Arc Mobile, hindi na masama yung pangalan. I mean, di ba, hindi siya... Wala siyang
Hindi siya ano.
wala siyang Philippine flag or...
Sama dito.
Philippine map.
Ay!
Ang map pala, oh.
Hindi pa, hindi pa.
Hindi pa pala.
pumipirma.
Okay.
Pag pumirma namin, hindi na ako pwedeng
Kasama yun.
Kamukha talaga.
Okay, so anyway, okay, tapos na tayo sa Arc Mobile.
Next.
So ngayon punta tayo sa pinaka one of the inaabangan na parts na show, no?
Pinaka one of the inaabangan.
Oo, nagdadamay ka lang eh.
Ginagantihan ako
Nagdadamay ka lang eh.
One sa pinaka. Oh nga, actually okay yung linya na yun. One sa pinaka. Basta. So punta muna tayo kay...
Which one first?
Well,
Grabe, ang dami naman yan.
Hindi, mga telepono natin yan.
Okay.
One more commercial? Mamaya na. Kinausap eh. Okay, so we'll get now to the unboxing of the
Diamond V3.
So again, this is the may transparent
Kasi may color green.
May color green. So again, this is the first ever Diamond V3 na commercial unit. As in, wala pa lumalabas sa Pilipinas. Ito ang pinakauna. Tayo ang pinakaunang magbubukas ito.
Yes.
Exclusive.
Exclusibo. XXX. So, diba? As makita nyo dito, talagang proof, may tape pa siya. So, nawala ang aking zoom in. Zoom! Galing Pero blurry pa rin.
Yun nga lang, transparent.
Diba? So,
Walang laman.
okay, so sino magbubukas? So, tapos ka na magbasa. Okay, ano naman?
Iba naman, no?
Meron tayo viewer eh.
Oh, sige, ikaw magbukas. Yay! Pero
Sorry, pagka
ano mo sa camera kasi
pag pumunta
tututukan.
kayo dito, diretso kayo sa couch.
Habang binubuksan.
Kailangan niya ng cartridge.
No, diba? So, yun no, ang ganda.
May kasama siyang 8GB micro SD inside
Hindi niya maganda
Well,
sa
kasi manipis
Starmobile.
Manipis siya.
Hindi maganda sa Starmobile. May kasamang case, may kasamang mga
So
memory
again, this
card.
is the Starmobile Diamond V3. Can I have the box so I could just quickly go over the specs? So again, it runs... Qualcomm yung processor niya.
Qualcomm ba? Snapdragon.
It's not a MediaTek processor.
Can you, pakita mo yung likod? Red yung logo ng Starmobile.
Which means it's a quad-core device.
So, basahin na natin quickly, no? So, it runs on a 1.2 GHz quad-core Qualcomm 8255Q processor. Adreno 203 GPU. Medyo na ano lang ako doon pero pwede na rin. Yung screen niya is 5.3 inches. So 5.3 inches siya na. So it's more into the phablet category as opposed into a smartphone.
Ang sabi nga nila, pag Diamond, it's phablet series.
Phablet.
Oo nga, lahat ng Diamond is considered phablet line nila.
Kasi V, diba? And then 5
SD card
inches
na
up.
kasama.
So yung hindi siya
stands-
version.
It stands for
Oo,
5.
Ibig
it's
sabihin ng
standard
5 point something.
Yes.
So it means it's a phablet.
So may kasama siyang case.
Jelly case.
So V3 means 5.3.
yes.
5.3 inches.
Meron din silang lalabas na 5.7.
Seven.
V7.
Yeah, V7.
We will be featuring on the show soon, next. Diba? It has Dragon Trail glass. So, it's supposed to be scratch resistant.
Pyrex.
With glove touch technology. So, kung dadalhin niyo yan outside of the Philippines, tas malamig, pwede at least pwede nyo gamitin
May
yung
mga gloves
niya.
na gano'n na pwedeng for our smartphones.
Diba? Ano pa ba nandito? It has 4 gig internal storage, expandable via microSD, 1 gig RAM. At the back, you have a 12 megapixel camera, and at the front, you have a 2 megapixel camera, both with BSI. So 2,100 mAh yung battery niya, and it runs Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. So that's the Starmobile Diamond V3.
Parang ganda ng ano niya. Overall.
Ganda yung case, may parang pattern na parang cubes. Ito mo actually ng logo ng Beyond the Box.
Diba? Pero it looks nice. It doesn't look cheap at all.
Doesn't feel cheap.
Ang ano dito is trade-off from the original Diamond. This is using 800 by 480 resolution.
Oo, kasi yung una, diba?
It uses 854 by 480
480.
FWVGA.
Kasi yung dati, that's...
A dual core. Pero yung
HD.
HD resolution.
Oo.
Pero for this one, a lower resolution but you're getting a quad-core processor.
So mas mabilis talaga, in theory.
Supposed to be, yes, in theory.
Kasi mas mababa na yung resolution, mas maganda pa yung processor.
Ano yung laman ng box other than the case?
Case, there should be a screen protector here or baka nakakabit na.
Nakakabit na yung 8GB na micro SD.
May kasamang micro SD.
Meron din siyang screen protector with cleaning cloth. Kasi usually with these local phones, wala naman masyadong third-party accessories.
Yung maganda dito.
Charger, of course.
We can introduce you, Tim, to Starmobile. Diba? Para benta mo sila sa Juanstore.
Lahat. Let's connect people.
Yeah. Oh, we can actually introduce you to everybody.
Should I come here every week?
Diba? Para ma-meet mo sila. Networking.
Gusto mo lang makita yung guest namin next week
Si Alo? Diyan.
Hello?
Diyan.
Tsaka si Ashley, diba?
Tignan pa natin.
Si Kobe nga napapunta natin.
Oo nga, for August, diba? Kobe Bryant.
12 megapixel BSI camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
12, and then yung front is...
2.
Pero surprisingly nga, nahahawakan ko siya ng matino. Hindi, I mean 5.3. Nandun ka na sa konting boundary na sasabihin ng tao, medyo malaki na. Pero as an S4 kasi ako, so parang hindi nga sila ganun malapad eh. It's just taller.
Doon nila dinadaan yung paglaki ng screen.
Baka naman sa akin, isang buong ano to.
Face mo na.
Itabi natin sa ano.
Meron pa siyang
HD 2.0.
Meron ako dito yung isa pang phablet.
may isa pa, Diamond ba yan?
Hindi,
2.0.
2.0.
Ang dami natin telepono sa show na to. Itabi natin dito.
Ano yan?
Ano ba yan?
Yan, no?
Note?
Ito yung sa
Sa gitna siya.
Cherry Mobile naman. Para naman tabi makita natin
Ay, the Blaze.
This is the Blaze 2.0.
Yan, ang laki talaga ng Blaze.
Oh my
And
God.
then this one kasi is 5.7
5.7.
inches. Aba! Diba? Pwede na.
Oh, Lord.
Ang daming smudge na sa akin. Ang pangit tingnan. But anyway, this is the Starmobile Diamond V3. We'll do a full review. Of course, we need more time before we can say na it's actually really, really good.
Of course, the first impressions article will come up.
Yeah. Maganda siya. Ako, personally, looking at it now, it looks very promising. And it looks like nag-pre-install na sila na apps, no?
Yeah.
But with
There's
most Starmobile,
the usual nung Instagram, Flipboard,
Christine.
what else?
Oh, it's Flipboard.
Yeah.
Fairness sa Flipboard, nakikinig talaga sila sa Flipboard.
Oo, di ba? Alam mo yun?
We told them, di ba?
JobsDB.
JobsDB. Inquirer.
Inquirer.
Yes. What else?
Ano pa rin dyan?
MMDA?
Gameloft Live is
Wala pa
there.
MMDA.
Streaming TV, meron sila.
Yes, Twitter, Viber. Dami. Starmobile. So marami na siya. Skype.
So ubos na.
Yeah, marami na.
Okay.
WeChat even. WhatsApp is also here. YouTube there.
Okay, so abangan nyo na lang yung full review niyan on unbox.ph. And soon, kahit ilang beses ako nagsusoon, techlocal.com.
In Yahoo Philippines.
And Yahoo Philippines. Ang tagal mag-up ng techlocal ulit ha. Talagang pressure no? Pinot on the spot. Okay, so again, that's the Starmobile Diamond V3. It should be out in stores tomorrow. So we'll confirm lang the price. We'll get back to you guys before the show ends kung magkano yan. But I think it should be less than 10,000 naman. So it's pretty good, no? Considering it's a quad-core offering.
Tsaka it's a phablet. Tapos Qualcomm processor, Dragon Trick.
Yun yung sabi nila dito. Downside nga ng V3 yung GPU. Dracomore 431 said. And then someone just said if it's the Omega HD2 daw. Sabi ni John Verbo.
Pero theoretically, dapat mas mabilis siya, di ba? Kasi hindi naman, mas fluid yung screen.
Dual SIM ba siya?
Kamukha ba?
Dual SIM
Omega
phones.
HD2.
Dual SIM siya, dual SIM. Okay, so ang presyo pala niya, sorry, it's here. The SRP is 8,990.
Damn.
Not
9
bad.
pesos less expensive than the 2.0.
Yeah, the Blaze 2.0.
Oo.
So it's actually pretty competitive. And considering you already get the jelly case, the screen protector, and the micro SD card.
Oo nga.
Diba? So pwede na. So
Micro
again,
SD talaga siya.
8 gig.
And of course, you have the better after sales.
Yeah, na sinasabi nga nila that Starmobile
Best in industry.
has. So again, it will be available in Starmobile stores and kiosks nationwide starting tomorrow. Okay, so abangan nyo na lang yan sa mga bibili. Okay, so that's Starmobile gadget number 1. So itabi na natin yan at meron pa tayo. But before we get to the second, punta tayo on commercial break.
Yay.
Ann and Andy are out shopping for their postpaid plans.
I'm getting a bunch of bundles. Me too. I love this. I know, right?
Everything was fine until...
I'm paying more for the same?
The difference lies in smart postpaid plans with Flexi Bundles. Over 20 bundles available on any plan. This
Is postpaid made easy?
Mas gusto ko yung commercial na yun kaysa kay Larry Manzano.
Bakit? Kasi nandun si Ann Curtis.
We're live na.
Okay, game. So, our next gadget today, of course, we're joined by Mark Marcelo, one of our writers at Unbox. Ang dami nating special guest co-host
Today, yes.
Diba? Okay, so our next gadget is again not yet released in the market. It's called the Starmobile Engage 8. So, Mark, can you hold it up so we can do a quick zoom in? It looks squarish, no?
Yes.
4:3 ratio, siguro.
Mukha siyang TV na maliit.
It's actually a pretty good size, I think.
Yeah, but it looks squarish.
Squarish.
Diba? Can you show the back? You know, it's the same brushed
Aluminum
But
film.
I really like
aluminum
the,
plastic.
It
this
looks
one.
like aluminum, a brushed aluminum.
But
or
it's
glass.
still
But it's
plastic
not.
material.
Looks brushed aluminum but it's plastic. Then, yung
At least.
umiilaw na Starmobile.
Yun ang maganda ng feature yun. Nakakatuwa.
Okay, so ang problem, di pa natin alam yung complete specs dahil literally pinadala na to sa atin.
Pero
So,
just looking at the device right now, yung mga nakita ni Ison,
It's dual core. Kuya.
alam mo pala, go!
Ay, hindi. Hindi ka na.
Tsaka
Hindi mo
pakita mo.
maalala from there.
meron siyang infrared sensor.
Mali?
May infrared sensor siya, nagulat ako. Kasi yung nagtitweak ako, ito yung mapapansin mo sa ulo lagi ng remote control. Sa pagkanat sa camera. And meron siyang remote control app talaga.
So pwede mo siya gamitin yung remote control ng TV mo? We're guessing.
Theoretically, sa bahay, kung gusto mo
Yeah.
palit-palit ng channel, it should work.
It should work.
Pero labong tablet ka, tapos bigla mo, bagay, ganun din naman talaga mga tao ngayon.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so...
Hindi lang naman tablets meron. Actually, HTC One or even S.
Right.
By the way, what's the phone number pala to call?
Here.
Ayan o, 478
It's written
7954.
downstairs. Downstairs. So by the way, we'll be opening the lines now. So tumawag na kayo 478-7954. Ang question natin ay... Anong magandang question?
Ay, hindi. Iba to.
Spelling joke.
Anong payment channel ang hindi available sa One Store?
Hindi dapat yung hindi, dapat yung available
Dapat
talaga.
available.
Sige naman.
Ano yung dalawang payment channels available on OneStore? Dalawa yung sinabi.
Pwede ba ako na lang sumagot?
So, kung nakinig kayo earlier, what are the 2 payment channels available for
OneStore?
OneStore. Or name at least 2 kasi you said a lot eh.
Yeah.
So,
And
name at
our
least
prize,
2.
of course, is the Starmobile 7
TV.
with digital TV and the analog TV
Analog.
camera.
Yeah, so the first one to call, siya yung tatanungin natin, tapos kung tama yung sagot niya. Meron siyang bagong tablet.
I know the specs. It's here.
Okay, kayong mga patweet.
Can you show the number pala on the screen para they can call? Oh, go.
478-7954.
Yeah, yung specs pala niyan, sorry. Nasulat ko na to sa
Yahoo?
sa Yahoo eh. 1.5 gigahertz is dual core CPU. The GPU is Mali 400 MP, and then 1 gig of RAM. It has a 1 gig of RAM. Internal storage is 8 gigabyte, and then micro SD slot up to 32 gigabyte siya. Of course, the screen, as we all know, is 8 inches with scratch-resistant glass, and then the
8
cameras.
megapixel camera.
Yes, 8 megapixels, and the front camera is a 2 megapixel cam. And then may Bluetooth siya, may mini HDMI port.
So pwede kabit mo sa TV, it's manood ka na.
Yeah, exactly. And then the battery is 5,000 milliampere hour, and then it's of course Android Jelly Bean. So there. Yun yung specs na.
First comes with all the basic pre-installed apps that Starmobile has. But we don't have the boxes, so hindi natin alam kung ano kasama.
So basically, yun lang talaga yung tumating dito.
Yan lang talaga.
Okay.
Kasi nakalagay siya sa napakagandang smart paper bag. Talagang pinaplugin.
Ano problema ko dito?
Napaka-shameless pati ba naman?
Problema ko sa Starmobile tablets, yung button nasa ilalim lagi.
Which one? Sa?
Their unlock buttons, their power buttons are
Correct, sanay ka dito
underneath yeah.
Diba? Katrina, kung nakikinig kayo, please put it at the top. Nakikinig naman sila diba?
Oo.
Kaya nga sinasabi ko
Tsaka nandun si Elijah, diba? One of our good friends. Elijah is there.
Nandito lahat
in
ng
terms of
buttons.
usability, parang nakakabawa siya.
Ang buttons na wala sa baba ay ang volume. Nasa right side, pero lower right
Nasa right
side.
side.
So kaya naman pala eh.
Sabi ni Bat Tauter, weird ng shape. Weird nga.
It's actually...
Medyo squarish siya. Ikaw, Mark, what do you think?
Well, I like the tablet because it has front speakers here.
Yeah, oo.
So kung manonood ka, di ba?
Yeah. If you're gonna watch a movie, the sound is
Towards your
towards you.
Hindi mo na kailangan
Hindi na
i-cup yung
kailangan.
likod. Gaganon ka, di ba?
Kasi ibang tablets, di ba?
para lumakas.
Ginaganon pa eh.
Oo. Totoo. And then, what else?
Huwag nyo na pakita commercial ni Manoy. At least sinecond yung motion, di ba?
Sino Manoy?
Manoy?
I mean, marami pa tayong female viewers, hindi ko alam eh. So,
okay, so again,
Karamihan na lang.
magkano yan?
How much is it?
Wala pang presyo.
Ay, sorry naman.
Hello, ikaw nagsulat eh.
Wala pang presyo pero under 8,000 daw.
Under 8,000.
Yeah. So,
so we'll take the first one.
We have 2 callers.
Okay, we'll take the first caller. So, tingnan natin kung anong tamang sagot. Tim, verify mo na lang kung tama yung sinabi nila.
Sino yan? Line 2. Sino yan?
Hello?
line 2.
Hello? Pwede mo yung phone pal?
Baka nanay ko lang.
Tao po.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sige, darating din yan.
Hello?
Uy, mamaya pa yung sex questions ha? Just to show after this one.
Hello, are you there? Who's this?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Hi?
Yeah, this is Mark.
Mark?
Hello, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
I'd like to join the contest, please.
Sure, okay.
Is this Mark Lim?
I'm sorry?
Are you Mark Lim?
No.
What's your full
Different Mark.
name, bro?
I'm sorry?
What's your full name?
Mark Dizon.
Mark Dizon.
Hi,
Okay.
Mark Dizon.
Mark, so the question is, can you name 2 payment options for OneStore?
PayPal and Dragon Pay.
Tama? Congratulations! Yay! Isa ka na ang bagong owner ng Starmobile 7 TV. Engage 7 TV.
So parang ganito pero tanggalin mo yung 1 inch.
Sobrang ganda talaga niyang Starmobile. Favorite ko yan. Saka maganda yung OneStore.
So kung kailangan mo daw ng endorser pare, si Mark pwede.
OneStore, bigyan niyo pa akong more stuff.
Okay, Mark, can we get na lang the contact info? Can somebody answer na lang? Okay, Mark, stay on the line. One of our staff here will get your contact info on how you can get the prize.
Thank you.
Okay.
Si Makoy ba yan? Hindi.
No, it's not.
Hindi si Makoy yun, di ba?
No.
Siya ba yun?
Okay.
Parang siya nga eh.
Ay, siya yun?
Makoy lang pala yun eh. Loko.
Nanalo na naman siya. Okay, but anyway, so again, congratulations. Next time daw, Skype. May Skype pa tayo?
Meron.
Kasi daw ayaw nila gumastos.
Good times with Mo.
Good times with Mo has.
Landline na nga yun eh. Sabagay, marami naka-cellphone.
Ayaw na siguro.
Ay, baka sayang load.
Pero kung
pag duo ginamit, baka hindi mag-connect eh.
Mahina signal. Ano naman tayo? Magagalit na naman sa atin.
Kaya hindi tayo mananalo eh.
By the way, sa mga bumuboto para sa amin sa competition na doon sa isang award show.
Boto lang kayo
ng boto. Maraming salamat. Kung manalo man kami, pinapangako sa inyo, exciting ang aming acceptance speech.
Mag-ano na siya.
Naka-short, hindi lang si Alora naka-shorts.
Oo.
Sa show.
Diba?
Sa shorts kami ni Carlo.
Pag nanalo. Ganun ka. Pero karadikal pag manalo tayo doon. Hindi ko talaga na-imagine na nanalo tayo doon But anyway, kung manalo man, abangan nyo ang aming acceptance speech. Talagang for the history of tech ang aming sasabihin.
Papaalisin nila tayo sa
malamang kukunin.
Sasayaw si Carlo.
Lalabas doon. Hindi na screen, gentleman fair.
Oo, mahilig man.
Babawiin yung trophy.
Babawiin nila yung trophy, tapos ihampas nila sa akin. Okay, so, pero seriously, thank you tayo sa lahat ng mga boto. Kasi guys, tayo hindi tayo gumagamit ng mga bot program Tapos meron tayong mahigit ilang votes na?
More than 5,000.
Wala.
Pero alam mo, Carlo, nakita ko yung list of hosts Sinasabi ko lang gwapong-gwapo talaga yung si TJ Manoto. Tsaka sila Bianca Consuni. Ang gaganda niya. Kasi pa ba yung nakita? Ay, mga list of judges.
Oo nga, kasi 10% lang ang
si
voting
Bianca Consuni nandun doon.
From Mashable,
Tsaka
diba?
si Bianca Consuni siya.
From Mashable, diba?
Gonzales.
Basta, gusto na namin mag-thank you sa lahat ng mga bumuboto.
Tsaka si Abe Olandres talaga. Gandang lalaki.
Hi, Abe!
Talagang grabe pagbobola namin dito. Talagang gano'n, todo.
Pinasa niyo ba yung vlog na?
Teka, isara na natin tong Starmobile. So again, this is the Starmobile Engage 8. Not yet available in the market. But it should be out very soon. Mukhang Mac yung wallpaper.
Yeah, if you hadn't
Ay, hindi pa naman to final unit
So hindi pa nagagalaw ni Johnny Ive yung wallpaper na yun?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa siya magmumukhang Android?
Yeah.
Mac na Mac.
Okay.
Anyhow,
Okay, so to close the show, we'll just make one very... 5 minutes. Meron lang ako kwento. Kasi linuluto na namin to for a while now. So bigyan natin sila announcement. On either September or October, medyo 80% na tayo tuloy, we'll be having the first ever Unbox Gadget Expo. So we're finalizing the venue, but we're looking at SMX. Really big time! Diba? And of course, we've already had commitments from some of our partners na susuportahan nila to. So mukhang exciting, mukhang matutuloy na talaga siya.
So you should go there, please.
Actually, kaya lang namin naisip gawin to is kasi yun nga, nung nakita namin ang daming bumuboto.
Nakakatawa.
Nakakainit ng puso Sabi ko sana nakataba ng puso pero mataba na ako So parang alam mo, nakakainit na lang ng puso. Diba?
Alam ko yung Asus maraming ipapamigay na gadgets.
Oo, marami. Asus. Uulan daw ng phone pad, diba? Ng phone pad, sabi ni Asus.
Uulan ng processor.
Mamimigay ito.
Hindi, ano yung palagi niya pinamimigay? Cleaning kit.
Spray siya.
At hindi lang cleaning kit yung ibibigay nila. Phone pads talaga.
Dami.
Notepad.
Patay tayo dyan. But anyway, it will be in October or September, October. We're finalizing the dates. But as early as now, we'd like to invite everybody. Mark yun yung calendars nyo. It will be the first Unbox Gadget Expo. Parang cool pag i-acronym mo siya, UGX. So, di ba? UGX 2013.
Parang pangalan ng surplus store.
Hindi naman. Ganda ka kaya pakigan.
Anyway.
Diba? Basta yun. Tapos we already talked to a few local brands and they'll be doing their product announcements on the show itself. So, hindi lang siya bentahan. Talagang magkakaroon ng mga product announcements doon. Of course, si Asus, maraming ipaparaffle.
Dig pa natin yung Technostorm yan.
Oo, correct. Okay, sige. Thank you everybody to the lahat na nanood. Again, thank you to Tim, to Jomar, to Mark. Next week will be our season ender. We're getting some really nice guests for next week na very special.
Really nice.
Hindi pa namin na-announce kung sino, pero abangan nyo na lang, ipopost namin yung picture nila. Sa Unbox.
Nila
na, kiniklaim ko na. Hindi. Di pa.
We're claiming it.
Actually, yung show, silang dalawa lang nakaupo dito.
Tapos wala na tayo.
Wala nagsasalita.
Titingnan nyo lang sila. Tapos yun yung show. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. Stay tuned for Good Times with Mo right after this.
Yes.
Our season finale next week. Peace.
Bye.